Yo, yo, yo. Hey, you already know, man. Another week. RP Charlie King, man. I mean, Charlie Kirk. You already know, man. And I'm with my other co-host. Hey, yo, Quay.
Yo, hey, what Peggy say? What's good, boy?
What's up with you, man?
They play, yeah. Hey man, what up, man? Shout out to the first gamers out there. We back another week, keeping it going. We not stopping. What it do, man? How you living, bro?
Hey, man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling very rejoiceful. You
Wow,
know,
rejoiceful. What happened?
nah, man, it's just, it's just stuff dealing in the world today. Sometimes you do have to get more spiritual. You do have to
True,
find
true.
ways to calm your spirit, man. Go to church. Sometimes like our flesh and our mind ain't but so strong. So you do need a spiritual guidance when you're living on the earth. When you're living on earth, because there's so many things that's going around you. They also say in the Bible, don't be moved by the things on this earth. So
True.
it's like, man, sometimes you do need to step back, hear a pastor what he got to say, and go on from there. So that's why I feel very rejoiceful, man. Very rejoiceful, man.
Oh yeah. I feel you on that, man. I actually went to church today for the first time in a long time, and it was pretty cool, man. A series of events happened this morning. I went to church. I prayed for the Carolina Panthers. When I get out of church, my tire popped, so I'm running all over the city because I did not know on Sundays most tire shops are closed.
Yep,
So
they treat it like a business, man. They say
yeah.
Sundays, boy, we ain't open.
That's their rest day, man. But yeah, man, I pray for the Carolina Panthers, man. They got a win today. Shout out to them. Big
Shouts
dub,
out to
big
him, man.
dub,
Shouts out to him, man. You ain't lying, man.
big dub for the Carolina Panthers, man. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody saw it coming, man. And they,
Nobody.
they did their thing. They won in a high fashion. Yes, beat one of our division rivals. What was it like?
Facts, man. Facts, man. It felt good seeing them boys actually ball
Oh yeah, we
with
back.
less mistakes, high energy. We was looking kind of dead for a couple of weeks, but we
Yeah,
got it clicked together. We gotta, we did everything right. That's what it looks like when we do everything right on both sides. We shut out teams. We scored 30.
yeah. I definitely agree, man. It looked good. Hey, but I'm trying to get super serious, but I do want to read some information I came across today that I
Mm-hmm.
saw on X,
Yeah.
dealing with Palestine and the boys.
First off,
First out, man. So,
let's get it in. Let's get it in.
all right. So today, I came across a topic that said that UK, Canada, Australia, and Portugal recognized the state of Palestine ahead of UN assembly. And I'll read a short little paragraph. It says that on September 21st, 2025, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and Portugal formally recognized the state of Palestine, joining over 150 nations in supporting a two-state solution based on 1967 borders. The
Yeah.
announcements timed before the United Nations General Assembly in New York. And what else? Hold on, let's see. According to, well, hold on. All right. My fault, people. I'm gonna jump down a little bit to something a little juicy. So, look, check this out. It says since 2023, 41,000 Palestinian deaths have been recorded, and the Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas described this decision as a historic victory for justice, while the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, ain't my fault for messing up the name,
Netanyahu.
brother.
Netanyahu.
Netanyahu, yeah, him. He condemned it as well. He condemned this reward as like terrorism. He feels like Palestine shouldn't be viewed as a state. And so I did a little digging, you know what I'm saying? Because I was wondering, I was like, man, why are these people going so hard, bro? And kind of found out these people been fighting for decades, bro. Um, I looked up why wouldn't like what would be some of the reasons for Palestine not to be like why would Israel not want Palestine recognized? And basically what I came across was like, land claims, legal trouble. They're basically saying that with land claims, Palestine will have official borders if they're part of the UN, but Israel claims the east side of Palestine and the West Bank. So if they part of the UN now, Israel has to, give up that land. Um, for one, Israel believes that if they're not part of the UN, if Palestine isn't part of the UN, then they have leverage. And they said that recognition gives Palestine equal standing, more power in the courts, and stronger claims to land. And those are things that Israel don't want without a peace deal first. And so, I don't mean to be long-winded, but I went a little deeper, and I found out that yes, a lot of the world looks at Hamas as terrorists, but also, with that being said, many Palestinians look at Hamas as like their only support that will stand up against Israel because they
Yeah,
don't
they
trust.
militia. They sort of like militia.
Yeah, they don't trust their government. So my question to you for the first thought is: should Palestine be granted? Do you think Palestine should be a part of the UN or no?
Palestine. I mean, for I'm looking at like how things is going down, especially with Hamas, man. I wouldn't want them to be with the UN because it's like right now, even though it's on some their own justified, they making themselves like a own justified good group. They making themselves good on their side. So, but
Yeah.
they're doing the despicable things. It's like with the whole October festival where
Hmm.
1,000 people got killed, and it's like, yeah, you're fighting on the good side, but you're not doing the right things to protect your people. You actually putting your people in harms by doing like crazy shootings like that. That could
Yeah.
have started a war by itself because it was some American people in that American festival too. I mean
Yeah.
that music festival. So it's like, yeah, you doing stuff for the people, but at the same time, you putting your people in harm's way by doing these sort of things. And then that's why Trump went to a more drastic length to threaten these guys. Like, y'all keep doing stuff, but he in the jurisdiction, like he can't really do too much because that's like he don't want to escalate it either. So he's like,
Yeah.
I'd rather just fund Israel to knock y'all off. But it's like at this point, man, I don't see Palestine as a joining any type of UN for me.
Yeah. I'm a I'm gonna say that unfortunately I don't think that it's a good idea for Palestine to join the UN because and I get it, I understand like to some people they think there's genocide and a lot of things have like been going on that's evil, and I get it. But in my opinion, I'm looking at it from the security of the United States.
Hmm.
Hamas was a terrorist group. Those are the people who scrap, scrap bombs to themselves and blow up places that has mass casualties.
Hmm.
And it seems as if those are the type of groups that we've been fighting against for the past 20 something years with counterterrorism. So yeah, I get it. A lot of BS that's going on in these countries, but at the same time, like we can't save everybody right now. And I think it's a tricky slope if Palestine is part of the UN because yes, it gives them rights. Yes, they have borders. Yes, they are recognized as a state. And yes, there are things that will help that country, but Hamas is a terrorist group, then they also commit a lot of crimes. So it's like they're in a tricky situation because they don't trust their government. Well, Palestine don't trust their government, and they don't trust their authority. But they trust Hamas. But at the same time, Hamas is a terrorist group. So it's like, what do
It,
you
it,
do?
it's like if they want it to be a union, they're gonna have to give up Hamas. Hamas right now is okay if they was supposed to be some type of protector for Palestine. It's like why ain't like I'm not really good to foreign stuff, but
Yeah,
I'm just looking at the fact that like yo like on some common sense level, if it was like a group like that in the United States, they wouldn't be helping they wouldn't be helping the United States. They would put United States more in harm because it's like at the same time like they could have started a war by themselves just by them being overly revolutionary.
yeah,
But man, it's like but this whole Palestine because I read on it. Well, I ain't read on it. I just talked to Grok for a little bit, man. And Grok have his. I mean, Grok had his own insight. Like people are cool with Israel on the fact that it's more biblical,
yeah,
and plus they're more conservative too. How they go about things in their own land too. Like they not big on transgenders. Like they not they don't have no liberal mind state. So that's why a lot of people such as conservative are moving towards Israel because they go by the Bible. They go by the Holy Bible, sort of
yeah,
speaking. They go by religion. And there's a lot of things that's in the Bible right now that speak of different countries come together to try to defeat Israel. Like that's in like Revelations. So it's like this, man. It's like I'm on Israel's side.
yeah. I was looking up. I was like, why does U.S. support Israel? Like, why? And
Hmm.
what I got from it from ChatGPT, it basically said the U.S. supports Israel because it's a reliable ally, shares the same democratic values, and strengthens America's position in the Middle East. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? So I get all that, but in the conspiracy mind that I have, I don't I don't trust Israel, bro. Like I ain't got nothing against Israel, but it's just spiritually, I just don't trust them. Like it just something's off. Something's weird about how much we eh, how much we cater to Israel.
Yes, it's a lot of it is a lot of controversy with Israel because I'm gonna say it like this: money is the root of evil.
Yeah.
Money is the most powerful influence. Money is the most influential person. Like right now, we ain't getting sponsored by no podcast or sponsored by no company. It that can happen one day. Somebody can come along and say, "Hey, I'll pay y'all a certain amount of money." they could be a real liberal. They could be a real liberal organization. Say we're gonna pay y'all 10 million. You know, just keep on doing what y'all doing, but y'all have to speak on transgender softly. But we're gonna pay y'all 10 mil.
Hey, how soft you want me to speak on them? Shit.
You know what I'm saying? See, that's why it be like a controversy with some of these podcasts on behind the scenes stuff because it's
Hmm.
like some of these guys do get funded. Some of these guys do have some cash in their pocket from not talking about certain issues as much or trying to debunk certain issues because, hey, we got sponsors and
Yeah.
they don't want us to talk a certain way. And that's what they say about Israel. Israel sort of do that in some of these politics.
Hold
There is
on.
uh,
So does that mean that Israel is infringing on free speech?
that, and I don't want to go too in the rabbit hole because all these are allegations, but that was basically Candace Owens' allegations.
Mm.
That was basically what
Okay.
Candace Owens was thinking that, like, because I also too talked to Rock about that, where there's like I don't like it's basically on some. I ain't about to put no name into it, but it was like a meeting that happened.
Yeah.
One country leader was like, "Here, since you speak so much good for us, here goes some money to keep speaking good for us."
Yeah.
And on more values of that person, they was like, "Nah, I'm not taking it." So it's like in foreign countries,
Hmm.
if you don't take my gift, that's disrespect. So that's
Mm.
when the disagreement came. Like, I can talk, like, I support y'all, but I'm not going to take y'all money. That's
Yeah.
just a moral value of some people. And then it came to you start hearing that behind the scenes, this person did not like this country and they was doing overstepping boundaries. So that's why I'm not saying no name because I don't want nobody to knock me off for misinformation because I ain't that type of person. I don't want to put that out there. I don't want to
Yeah.
spread more rumors. I don't want to do that.
No, I definitely get it, man. Um, it's tricky, bro, cause like I don't think Candace Jones will like get up there and be lying for no apparent reason, and I I can't prove it. I can't prove it yet, but I believe her, bro.
Cause
I
she
believe
going,
her.
she right now. She's right now. She looking like a loony. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but
But
that
that
would be
happens though.
the. I was about to say that would be the objective for the opposite side to make her look crazy. It's like I can't prove it, but it's just I kind of believe her.
And her point is legit too.
Yeah,
She also like she also went back and was like, yo, like I never said this such and such country did this such and such thing. So
yeah,
it's all like it's conspiracies and me, you know how I feel about like just like we had a conversation about 9/11. Like
yeah.
there are certain truths out there, of course. There are
Boy,
certain truths out there, but it's like if you can't send these guys to court and you can't convict a person, it's like why keep bringing it up? That's how I feel about it. It's like, yeah, Candace, you can do all this. They was doing this and they was doing that. At the end of the day, can you actually bring up these receipts? Can you actually bring up this proof? Because you're going to be a loony for a while. Just
yeah.
like how with COVID, there was a lot of loonies around here. Then you
Oh,
realize it was manipulation through it. So I
shoot,
don't want to be in that.
I hope she can prove it.
Of course,
Just for her credibility. Um,
yeah.
Cause yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies out there, man, and it seemed like some of them become true over time because we don't have all the information up front. But
Things
I
come to the
hope,
light.
yeah, I hope that she's right because if she's wrong, then it's gonna make it hard to believe anything she says.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, let's say if you was in this sort of situation and you was like, you know what I'm saying, you was unalive, and I was out here, you know, speaking on your behalf, it would kind of make me like it would kind of make me look like first it would kind of make me look crazy, but it would also make me look like, dang, what did Tukwe say to Dave on the side? What did he say? And she knew she ain't gonna lie. She knew that person for a while. Like it ain't like it's
Yeah,
on some. You can't say she didn't. She knew that person. But I just hate that sort of rumor because it's like you kind of inciting war on the low. Because it's
yeah.
like you putting another country in it. Come on, don't
Hey
like.
man, we done seen a lot of movies, bro. It looks so possible.
But that's why like I did like I went into a rabbit hole. I went into also a rabbit hole with Martin Luther King. Like at the end of the day, like hey, a lot of
Hey,
people has done their research how MLK was used as a pawn, used as a pundit for people. Like okay, like just like how Christianity is, you're supposed to be moving towards Jesus, and that's it.
did
But
you?
a lot of people in churches,
Mm,
they will want you to give up this, give up that, and that's the only way you will be. You know, that's the only way you will be. It's the only way towards salvation. So keep giving. And if you go in a rabbit hole with Marxism, that's how Marxism is. Marxism will have you messed up. Give up your
yeah,
capitalism for greater good, while the greater good is just using you.
yeah. Did you? Quick, something quick, real quick. Did you know that Israel is one of the most progressive countries in the Middle East for trans rights? But trans
Mm,
people, they still deal with, discrimination and inequality. But
mm,
they can be in the Israeli military. They get gender affirming treatments for healthcare. They
mm,
have legally they have trans rights. They could change their gender on their ID without surgery. And
mm.
discrimination based on gender identity is illegal in jobs and services. So while we're over here, trying to stop the
Fighting that.
transgender ideology, Israel supports it.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say it like this, bro. Us as heterosexual people, well, heterosexual men, we're not gonna support that.
Yeah,
If you're heterosexual, you're not gonna support that. But it's like looking at the fact that people are adults. You know what I'm saying? Like,
true.
you know what I'm saying? So it's really like we don't support it because we heterosexual men. But I think we don't support the whole lot of that ideology towards children,
Yeah,
encouraging children to harm themselves or, just castrating themselves. That's the part where it's like, no, we're not about to be giving kids no hormone blocker.
mm-hmm.
And when they get into a decision that they can't unchange. So I think we're against that part, how Big Pharma, Big Pharma somewhere
Yeah,
is, getting money off of a kid that's deranged, that got genderphoria.
yeah,
So it's like we kind of on the same boat on Israel's take on transgender. It's like we're not going after the adult. The adult should be at a good mind state to know like their decisions about that. But children, it's like, come on, dude. We shouldn't be having teachers out here that encouraging kids to be a different sex.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all, man. Or we shouldn't have those type of people in our military. I
And I
saw
agree. And I agree. I agree.
I saw that there was like I don't know their name, but I saw that there was a general in our military that was a trans. And I was just like, man,
We had a couple of generals. We had like a whole line of generals that was in army skirts.
yeah,
So I'm on the same boat as you. Like it ain't about how a person look, but I want that person mind state to be 100% when it comes to combat, when it comes to protecting this country.
yeah,
Like there ain't no homophobic with it. It ain't no I'm just a gay. I'm just against gay people.
yeah.
I ain't
Just
that
you want what's best for the country, man.
common sense. That's
Get
just
married.
common sense. That's just common sense, bro. Like I can't have people. I don't want people out here fighting for me, and they just doing it to get a surgery.
Yeah,
That what was going on in the woke army, right? Like we had them sort of people that would just say, I'm not down for the country, but I'm down to get this surgery." Like what kind of army are you producing?
yeah,
Are you trying to like infiltrate our army with this ideology? Are you just tearing it down purposely? Because that's what you was getting. You was getting men that was wanting a sex change, and that was their whole purpose of joining the army.
true. I
It's
feel you
it's
on
it's,
that.
it's a rabbit hole with a lot of things, though.
Yeah,
But that was a good first thought right there. That had me thinking, though. I ain't gonna
yeah.
lie to you, though.
First thought, man. First thought.
Facts, man. You might as well jump into it, man. You saw the title. Jimmy Kimmel, he lost his show. On September 18, 2025, ABC, which is owned by Disney, is indefinitely suspended the Jimmy Kimmel Show, pulling off the air for controversial comments made during his September 15 monologue about the fatal shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. And I do have the monologue, and I
All right.
will, I won't put it up because, people say what he said was, well, him getting pulled off this lineup
Yeah.
is sort of like violation of freedom of speech. Let's hear what he said. Wait, I do not own copyrights.
We had some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from.
Here's everything you need to know about the off-key monologue that got Jimmy Kimmel's show pulled indefinitely. The controversy began during Monday's show when the late-night comic started off by claiming that MAGA was using Charlie Kirk's assassination to score political points. But Kimmel didn't stop there. He went on to call out President Trump, who was scheduled to deliver a speech at Kirk's memorial service on Monday, for what he deemed to be an insufficient reaction to the murder.
In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay?
Kimmel then doubled down, sharing that it wasn't the first time since Kirk's murder that Trump redirected a question about the Turning Point USA founder back to the White House ballroom.
And it didn't just happen once.
When I heard it, I was in the midst of, building a great, for 150 years, they've wanted a ballroom at the White House, right? They don't have a ballroom. They have to use tents on the lawn for President Xi when he comes over. If it rains, it's a wipeout. And so I was with the architects that would design. It's going to be incredible. And they came in, they said, Charlie Kirk is dead. I didn't know what they meant. I said, he was dead. Charlie Kirk was shot. And they thought he was dead because it was so horrific in our living. And I said, dead.
And then we installed the most beautiful chandelier. Sconces, you wouldn't believe. There's something wrong with them. There really is. I mean,
The backlash to Kimmel's monologue was swift, including from the Federal Communications Commission chair, Brendan Carr. The President Trump appointee blasted Kimmel's remarks and urged affiliates to preempt his program during an interview with conservative podcaster Benny Johnson. Change needs to happen on Kimmel, Carr said. Nexstar Communications, which operates 23 ABC affiliates, announced it would no longer carry the program due to Kimmel's remarks. Hours later, ABC took Carr's words and Nexstar's actions to heart and canceled the show indefinitely. Sinclair Broadcasting took things even further, announcing that the suspension wasn't enough and vowing to yank Jimmy Kimmel Live from its stations until the host apologizes directly to Charlie Kirk's family and donates to his political activist group. The company also demanded that formal discussions are held with ABC regarding the network's commitment to professionalism and accountability. Kimmel's removal has sparked a fierce debate, with critics accusing ABC and its parent company Disney of bowing to political pressure, as President Donald Trump cheered the suspension. All this as the dominoes continue to fall and true extent of the fallout has yet to be seen.
Yeah. I mean, man, you gotta go. Sometimes you do got to look at like freedom of speech, man. Okay, yeah, you can say what you want to say. I agree with you. Can say what you want to say at any time. You can say it how any way you want to, but at the same time, I can prove this point. When you make a social media profile, there are guidelines you have to abide through. When you get a job, there are policies you have to go through. You also have a paragraph that read that at any time, your job is at will. So it's like, how I look at it too, like, your speech better cover your bills. Like right now, you better have guap. You better have guap to get your speech. Like, your speech better not mess up your money at the end of the day. So it's like, how I look at it, like, you can say what you want to say, but at the same time, if your employer says, no, we can't tolerate this. Yeah. No. And that's what happened. It wasn't no government overreach. Like, we already witnessed that with Facebook. He got an email right now that says the government was threatening me about people online talking about vaccines. That's proof. But with this sort of thing, I will go over some of the FCC regulations that Jimmy possibility could have broke. And also, too, you got to watch out for defamation. Trump already has, yeah.
I mean, technically, like, based on what he said, do you feel like he was I don't think he said anything that was really like
he
worth
didn't.
getting fired over. Like, I understand that, under Jimmy Fallon, that the Tonight Show was for the past few years, the Tonight Show has been failing when it comes to ratings.
Yeah.
And I get that. I know we're in a different era where it's mostly streaming now. A lot of people get their news and information from streaming, from podcasts. So I understand on the business side that, okay, if the Tonight Show not bringing you no money, it need to go. I get that.
Yeah.
But if people gonna make it seem like he got fired because of the joke that he tried to make, which I think wasn't funny. Like, it was not a funny joke.
It really wasn't, though.
But I just don't think he said anything that's worth him getting fired after I heard it. In my opinion, I don't think it was worth like people saying, "Oh, he need to be fired." That was just a little bit weird to me, because I don't think he said anything that was like super disrespectful or call anybody out of their name. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't called Charlie Kirk or Trump out of their names. It's just he just said a joke that wasn't funny.
I agree. I agree with 100%, bro. He did not say anything under my understanding that, like, I done heard worse. I done heard worse from Dave Chappelle. Like, at the end of it, I thought Dave Chappelle would be the one that would get canceled, but he done say a lot worse. But one thing you gotta realize, like, let's say if we had a choice to be on the local program, there are FCC regulations that we gonna have to abide to stay online. Here go one for broadcasting. Description. Oh, now this is what it says: the overseas radio and TV stations to promote media diversity, localism, and competition while restricting harmful content over the airwaves.
Hey, did you send that link to JP?
Yeah, yeah, I just did. And it says ownership limit across ownership. One companies can't own too many stations in the market to prevent media concentration review every 4 years. That's one rule. Indecency and obscenity rules. It prohibits broadcast or indecency or obscene material due certain hours. Fines and violations as seen in a reinforcement action.
Yeah.
Equal time rule requires the broadcasters to provide equal airtime to qualified political candidates if one is featured. Sponsorship identification mandates disclosure of paid content or ads. But you see 47 CFR Part 73, it said prohibits broadcast or indecent, obscene material during certain hours. You will get fined. They did they supposed to do. They gave this guy a fine. They said all you gotta do is apologize and give a fine and you will keep your show.
Yeah.
That was his choice to say, nah, I'm not doing that shit.
I just sent a clip about
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel, and I just want to hear it and see if you thought that he said something that was worth him going through this situation.
Yeah, let me get it right, man.
Maybe I could be a little too desensitized for this, but the first listen, I was like, nah, this got to be something deeper than this. Like he getting fired for this? Like, nah, ain't no way.
That's all I'm saying. Like it's on some like it's on some like regulations, bro.
Yeah,
Like when they get to like ABC is a local channel, bro.
yeah,
Like you can't local channels, you can't be raunchy. Cause they know there's so many people in that area that's gonna watch it. They know it's gonna be so many people that's gonna see it. Like they not gonna. That's why local, you're not gonna have no nudity. Cable, yeah, cable, you can do that. They got less FCC regulations. But let me goddamn pull it up though. But I understand what you're saying though, cause it's like at the end of the day, them FCC rules, bro. You got to go by something.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction.
So basically, that was the gist of like what he said, and people's in the uproar over that. And based off of that clip,
Yeah.
I don't think that it should have been taken so serious that he needs to apologize and if and using that reason for taking the show off. Like
Nah,
using
it
that
but
particular reason, I think is kind of whack.
really wasn't no. It wasn't no really like. It wasn't no like towards Charlie Kirk. I don't think it was towards Charlie Kirk. It was
Yeah.
just the fact that he broke a violation of broadcasting local station rules. That's what he broke. That's why it was a fine and apologetic. You gotta he had to apologize and pay a fine. That's why it was that because that is the rules. That's what everybody. If you have some type of if you be on ABC, CBS, 30 UPN, I mean UP not UPN, Fox, you have to go towards them sort of guidelines. You can't just say what you want to say because he did too. Also, ABC already got jammed up. I'm gonna say it like this: ABC already got jammed up with Trump back in March.
I,
Trump sued ABC News and the anchor George Stephanopoulos. I hope I said Stephanopoulos in a
yeah.
federal court, Miami. And the suit stemmed from March 10, 2010, from a segment of ABC This Week where Stephanopoulos interviewed Representative Nancy Mason repeatedly stated that Trump has been found liability for liable rape in the connection of E. Jean Carroll and civil lawsuit against him. This was inaccurate. In May 2023, the jury found Trump liable for sexual abuse of Carroll in 1990s, defaming her and denying the allegations, but not for rape under the New York penal law, which requires forcible penetration. Carroll won in addition of 83 million in separation defamation against Trump 2024. Trump complained alleged that Stephanopoulos' statements were false, mysterious, and entirely baseless, damaging his reputation during a defamation.
Yeah, but if you look at what Kimmel said and just judge it based off that, for one, he ain't say nothing disrespectful to Charlie Kirk. He ain't call nobody out their name.
Yeah,
He wasn't trying to like what's the word? I had a brain for it. Kill
yeah,
anybody character. It's
yeah.
just
He lied.
I
He
just feel like people are trying to just being sensitive because like now it looks like you're infringing on free speech because he ain't like I said he didn't call nobody their name. Yeah, the
But he
joke
Wow,
lied.
wasn't
whoa,
funny.
whoa,
I,
whoa.
I I feel like the joke wasn't funny, but it's like you get mad over that.
No, he lied.
I mean,
uh,
but still though,
it's
it's like
it's
he don't need to be fired
it's the
over that.
fact he has came at people character. He coming at the people who support Charlie Kirk and Trump's character. You can't say MAGA gang trying to spin the story for political points when they know it's one of them. That's just spreading lies on TV. The guy's family came out and said the guy was radicalized by the left and liberal ideology. He had a trans boyfriend. So it's like you can't keep doing this at this time. And the ABC, I think
My shit just went crazy. That
uh
was me. That was me. My shit just went crazy.
and ABC has a agreement with the FCC. The FCC, when you has they give out broadcasting licenses, and ABC is one of the networks that has to speak facts.
Yeah, cause they're local news. They
Yeah.
local.
So and Jimmy Kimmel didn't get fired for freedom of speech. You can't be a part of ABC and do these type of things. They've been letting it slide for the past few years, but
Yeah,
Jimmy
I
Kimmel's ratings were already going down the drain, and this is just
yeah,
another reason. You can't get
I,
fired for it's not a attack on free speech.
yeah,
Jimmy Kimmel's not going to jail.
I, I definitely understand. I understand where you're coming from. I'm talking about the people who was taking it like who misconstrued it like they used the freedom of speech thing to damn. I kind of fucked up.
They trying
Oh
to. I understand what you're
man,
saying. They trying to make it seem like the government pressured the FCC to come down on Jimmy. Like, no, this is not what it was. This ain't got nothing to do with Trump administration. It has to deal with him dealing with the FCC regulations. Trump ain't said nothing. Trump was like, this ain't out of my hands. You on a AB, you on a local network. You should know the FCC rules. Everyone who has dealt with Fox, ABC, they already know about these rules. Like you got to do classes on them too. That's what I was hearing too.
Yeah, that shit fucking up. Yeah. Yo,
What's going on? Shit keep just fucking up for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's raining outside or something.
maybe.
yeah. I got it back. It was some people that was saying that he had got and from my stance I looked at it, I understood that the show was failing in ratings for the past few years, so on the business side I definitely understand that, but I had came across some people that was trying to act like he got disciplined or fired because he didn't apologize for what he said, and I was just looking at it like, well, it is a Tonight Show, it's a comedy show. He ain't got to agree with the MAGA side if you don't want to when it comes to like just that
I agree.
particular show.
I agree.
And it's not me. I'm not coming against MAGA nothing like that. I'm just saying, just he ain't got to like always say something nice about him if he's in a jokingly if he's saying something in a joking way. And yes, the joke was not funny at
I
all.
agree. I agree.
The joke
I
was not
don't.
funny, but it's just like it just seemed like the freedom of speech is kind of like getting a little push towards it, in my
Nah,
opinion.
yeah, in your opinion, but it's not him disagreeing with MAGA. Jimmy Kimmel has been disagreeing with MAGA since Trump, and the thing is different this time is that
Oh,
he's spreading liberal propaganda. The state police, which is Utah, no ties to the administration, and the FBI have gave out their motives of why this kid has done this, and
Yeah,
you're still going with liberal propaganda that you're hearing, and you're saying it on ABC. It was not a MAGA guy. The guy's family was MAGA. He rebelled against them.
so
His family gave these facts. These aren't
yeah,
made up facts. This is the guy's roommate working with the FBI, the actual trans boyfriend, this
yeah. So
guy's family.
so I'm
So by
thinking,
you saying,
boy, this live shit, boy. I don't know
yeah,
what's
yeah,
going on.
and not by you, but by you, by me and Jimmy, by you saying MAGA gang is one of them that like
yeah,
that's stoking flames, bro. Like MAGA
yeah,
people with common sense, and even some Democrats with common sense understand with all the evidence, the writings on the bullet, hey, fascist sketch. Like,
yeah. So yeah, I'm hearing you. So I'm assuming that it's the MAGA gang line, because I guess like after that, everything else I heard
No,
after
no,
that,
no, no. It ain't the MAGA
he
gang
won't.
line. It's the fact that he was trying to state that first the shooter was or Republican. He was trying to state that out. That wasn't true. That was the defamation right there. And then he was
And,
trying to say that people were just trying to use Charlie Kirk death as a political point. That wasn't true either.
and that's what he's actually doing. And then it's the fact that he says it's a MAGA guy who did it. Then you try to post the video like Trump don't care about Charlie Kirk dying, which is meaning if Trump don't care, why should we care?
And he been getting questions for a long time about Charlie Kirk death. Like, come on, he gonna keep answering. The man already he done spoke at the funeral today. So it's
Yeah,
like that's
and
defamation again.
so it's just like, bro, nobody, you can't alienate half the world. Like you said, MAGA gang, so that means everybody who support Trump, everybody who voted for Trump. You're saying people like you is who killed Charlie Kirk,
But I understand though, like
and
the
your ratings
time.
are already in the trash.
Yep.
You need you're a fucking comedy late night show, bro.
But we got to also state the fact that this has nothing to do with the government. The government never crashed down on the FCC say, "Hey, you got to do something to Jimmy Kimmel." None of that happened. This wasn't even Trump called to do certain things.
This is just one of them situations, in my opinion. We wanted to fire Jimmy Kimmel. We didn't know how. This happened. This is what we were going off.
You know.
Like
Let me get.
like when you fuck up with your job and they just looking for a reason to fire you
Yeah,
and you make a
yeah. And
mistake.
then you got they come in late. You think it's because you
Yeah.
came in late. It's because your job form. It's because God damn it. It's because different shit. Like, but I'm gonna go on with this, man. Um, Let me get to the next one. Trey Reed, 21-year-old black Delta State University student in Cleveland, Mississippi, was found hanging from a tree near a pickleball court by a faculty member around 7 a.m. The initial report from campus police indicated no evidence foul play during the death. The death was later ruled a suicide by the county police. And they also did an autopsy, and they found there was no lacerations, no contusions, no compound fractures, no broken bones or injuries incapacitated of an assault. Now, the toxicology results are still pending, but the county police ruled it a suicide. The reason I brought this up because there were a lot of people who was ready to race bait this sort of suicide and try to blame, oh, it was a white person who did this. It had to be. Black man get hung. You know what they do to people. And they probably hung him for Charlie Kirk. No, you're wrong. You're a race baiter. Stop trying to make it like everything racial. You don't know what this boy was going through. Then it's also people, once again, this starting to be a trend too, how people are trying to capitalize on incidents that happen in this world. It was a fake TikToker, or a TikToker that posed as a fake cousin, that acting like he was that concerned, made a GoFundMe and ended up getting the money. I just want to hear from y'all comments about this if y'all ever like heard about it.
Yeah, this is what I just want to say because a lot of stuff is legit still. But going off the information I know about this, a black police chief said there was no foul play, and the two black coroners said there was no foul play after the autopsy. So they trying to make it like this is some situation where it's foul play and they're trying to cover it up. Why would, because it's some white and black issues, why would the black police chief and the two black coroners claim no foul play? And the police chief also admitted they have this on video. No, they're not going to show the world the video because of the family. But you have a video of the kid on video. There's no signs of a struggle. He has no contusions, anything. So it's just sad to say, but all signs lead to suicide, bro. Then there's a white guy who was also hung
Mm-hmm.
a day later or a day before or the same day, like 15 minutes away.
And you got no outrage. You got no
No outrage.
nothing. It was just, oh, he was just homeless. Like it's I hate
Maybe
that sort of stuff. Like
he was just white.
it's like the sort of stuff, you know, that sort of stuff you were speaking on, like where some people take an incident and they want to go into a rabbit hole. They want this to be something else so bad, and it's like, bro, like we don't know what this man went through. We don't know what this boy went through. It just wasn't no racial thing. Like this was something that's also trending in Mississippi with suicide deaths that's hanging. It said 636 cases has been growing over like the 5 year span. So this ain't no, oh man, the white people mad about Charlie Kirk, so they wanted to beat up the black student.
Well, we don't really fully know. I just want to say, based on the evidence so far, it
Yeah.
seems like, but I don't know for sure. We didn't see the video. But as of now, what it looks like is suicide. The family got every right to want FBI investigations. Somebody in your family die, you're gonna want to know what happened.
I agree.
I
I
understand
agree with that. I agree with that.
but this whole world outrage is just them trying to take this Charlie Kirk, trying to blow the flames out under the Charlie Kirk trans versus trans issue in America, the trans aggression issue in America. It's that this trying to just shift the narrative, in my opinion.
And then also too, Colin Kaepernick, he has
Who is that?
raised he has raised funds for the family to do his own type of investigation because he feel like that county police are hiding something. So
The black police.
yes, so he feel like let's bring in some other people that can do the job of what these county police officers doing. So he has raised funds to, I guess, from a private investigator to figure out what happened to this student. It's I don't like it either, man. I don't like it either. But it do show you that it could be. Now it could be foul play, but it's like
That's I get it. I understand for the family's sake. Yeah,
you
don't
know,
release the video. I understand that. But when it comes to social issues, um I think the video should be released so people can know the truth. I know that
yeah.
sounds contradicting, but it's just from the podcast side for our information. I would have loved to seen the video just so I can know for a fact that, like, this is what happened, because it seemed as if there is foul play when it comes to information coming out. And
So you
I just
think
want to
do you think so you actually think that on the surface level it looked like a suicide, but deep inside it's like that
no,
probably something else.
what I'm saying is I just wish that with regards to the family, I just wish that we had access to certain information, like to certain videos. But I understand that it doesn't come out because of the family's sake. Because it seemed like a lot of people on social media would be saying, "Oh, this was race," or there's no way this could have been a suicide. Like, it leaves room for all of those conversations. When if we did see the video, then we would have a better answer.
I hate about this. I hate the fact that there is some people that are doing this for clicks. There are some people that want this to be like at the end of the day, bro. You can hear the statements from the cops. They say there's no foul play. That this was a person that was probably dealing with mental issues and they killed themselves. But you got people all over TikTok wanting this to be a racial issue. Wanting this to, you know how what they did to us back in the day. That's what they did to us. Like,
Well, so you saw that during the George Floyd and BLM era, there were Russian and Chinese troll farms where they had buildings full of computers where they was just posting on Facebook, posting on social media false information that would cause people to argue.
yeah.
So it's just, for me, it's just like, man, is this something like that? With these people saying that this is race and trying to find the race in it, it's weird. That's why I wish I just would have saw the video.
I mean, bro, I ain't gonna lie though, but it's like some people do have a justified point because me myself, when I heard about it, if I didn't have like a mature mind state to look at this and realize this was a suicide, I would thought it was racial because off of history, like we can't lie that if we open up a social studies book, you're gonna see a man getting hanged. Like at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie. Like back in my mind, it was like, yeesh. At this certain time, it's like, yeesh. But if the cops did their job, because the back of my mind now, I don't think that. Back in my mind, I actually think something else. And it might be controversial to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Back in my mind, I think this might have been one of them hazings going wrong. Hey, you can look up hazings that's going around in HBCUs. You have incidents too where students had died because they wanted to join a fraternity or a sorority. I feel like it might have been one of them. But RP to Trey Reed, I'm not gonna say that's what it was, but I'm just gonna go by what the cops said and then pray for the family. Let's get to the next. Let's get to the next one. Texas, y'all heard about that Texas State student that had to be removed from enrollment. Okay, Devon Canty Jr. He was removed from enrollment from a viral video which he appeared to mock the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Once again, that the university confirmed September 16th, 2025, that the individual is no longer at Texas Tech and citing federal privacy laws that prevent further comment on student conduct. Canty will describe his departure as voluntary withdrawal for safety reasons, but multiple reports indicated it was resulted from expulsion pressure. And I got the video of what he did. So let's react and see, could this have been something to get him expelled, or I guess like let's see if this could have got him like in trouble.
My name is Wishing the death on somebody like that, I don't think that's okay. I don't think it should be tolerated.
If we limit one free speech, unfortunately, we limit all free speech.
A whirlwind of emotions is taking over Texas State University after a student is expelled for their actions in this viral video.
My name is
The student can be seen appearing to mock Charlie Kirk's death by grabbing his neck, falling to the floor, then spitting on the ground. This happened during a vigil for Kirk held at the school Monday night. One student, Hayden Allard, spoke with the person just minutes before this happened.
I was like, hey man, like, what's your, like, I want to get some input of like why you feel this mad, like why you feel enraged. He just shook his head and he was like, F Charlie Kirk, all my dead homies. He kept saying stuff like that and shaking his head. He's like, you're just going to talk to a brick wall. You're not going to get anything out of me.
Earlier today, Governor Greg Abbott responded to the video on X, calling for the expulsion of the students, saying, quote, "This conduct is not accepted in our schools. Expel this student immediately." While Allard and some students I spoke with agree he should be expelled, others say this student also has a right to freedom of speech.
They have a right. They're entitled to, as long as they do not incite violence, not mock.
I think he should not be expelled just for having his opinions.
Ultimately, University President Kelly Dampus did not condone this behavior and expelled the student. In a statement this afternoon, Dampus says in part, "I will not tolerate behavior that mocks, trivializes, or promotes violence on our campuses."
Crazy.
His I feel like that was stupid on his behalf. That was very immature and that was very dumb. But it goes back to the freedom of speech thing. It's like, yeah, he could say those things, but you gotta expect the consequence. But shit, he has a right to make a damn joke.
Of course.
But to me, I think it was dumb, and I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid and immature.
Of course, but like anybody got the right to do anything. It's just the fact that if you're gonna have freedom of speech, don't have anything tied to your name. Don't have no job. Don't have no business.
I was about to say also, unlike Jimmy Kimmel and them, like that kid doesn't work for the school or for the network, anything like that.
True, but also he was at a school, so he has to abide by rules at that school, and also the fact that the Texas State, they also felt like was a better reason to get him expelled was the fact that that sort of thing what he did could have caused a whole riot. Somebody could have been mad who supported Charlie and swung on him, tried to jump him. Boom, now you got a whole riot of people fighting. That's why it could have been on some safety. It could have been on some safety issues. Like we can't be having people around here doing that sort of thing at campuses because right now it's peaceful. Nobody's not trying to retaliate. That's why it was looking like, why did you have to do that? Then you spit on the memorial of them too. It's like, why doing all that? These people ain't angry. But I understand what you're saying though. With you got the right to do it. But if you're gonna do it, make sure you don't have no ties. Make sure you don't be at no school. Make sure you better be at your house.
Yeah, there's a consequence for sure.
Of course, man.
But that was a little weird and immature. I don't agree with it. He shouldn't have done that. I don't know if his motive was for like clicks, trying to be popular or whatever. But that was just bad. Honestly, that was a bad look. And then I also hate the fact that it was a damn black kid. Like, damn, bro.
It's been some ignorant,
like, come on, man.
It's been some ignorant stuff going on with like people mocking Charlie Duff and.
Cause like, think about it.
Yeah.
I mean the culture, but think about it. If we see a video of a bunch of white people riding around saying, we smoking on that Tuka, or we smoking on this dude, like mocking like black deaths, like you can't get mad. Cause you sitting here doing this shit.
And that's what I'm saying. Like some people might put it out there as if like people are getting in trouble because it's on some Charlie Kirk stuff. No, bro, it's on some. First of all, they trying to prevent escalation. They trying to keep this down to a certain level that no ain't no other person that's gonna get killed in this. Cause right now tensions is high.
Do you think that this whole freedom of speech thing is kind of being used as like a catalyst to not a war but like a big ass disagreement? Because now it's like you gotta really look at the lines of like, okay, what is freedom of speech, and then what is overdoing it?
I mean,
Bro,
yeah, freedom of speech, yeah.
freedom of speech don't apply to employment and fucking disrespect. Like you gotta have a certain character to even be accepted into some colleges, bro. Like, yeah, everybody keep trying to play victim after they was doing things like this, but it's not right, bro. If you had a family member that passed away and you had a vigil for it, and you got people coming up disrespecting the vigil and spitting and taunting the death of that person, you could cause a unrest at the school. Bro, could have had something terrible happen by doing that.
I agree, bro. Like
He could have made kids feel uncomfortable that didn't feel like Charlie Kirk did nothing wrong.
I agree, bro. Like he could have actually had started a whole life riot between people at that campus.
I'm
It could have
surprised
been
that
somebody that swung on him.
I'm surprised there hasn't been any retaliation because I've been seeing videos of people online mocking the death of Charlie Kirk and then seeing this video that you just showed of this kid doing it. I'm surprised there hasn't been any violence behind that.
Exactly, because people are civil that represent the Republican side, bro.
Shout out to Cortland Amos for the comment. Yeah, it's just people trying to race hustle the situation, bro. Or if a black guy or a black female get in trouble for mocking Charlie Kirk, they try to make it like they're the victim and people are against their free speech when Charlie Kirk got killed for his free speech. Losing your job or losing your school status has nothing on losing your life. That's what we're trying to get people to understand at the same time. Y'all crying about the situations y'all going through for mocking Charlie Kirk, but Charlie Kirk died for his free speech.
And it's just getting real. Like I don't want to make it like it's the fact that is the worst part about this assassination. Like they trying to make it seem like people are overly respecting the white person. It ain't it. It's like really ain't no government that's stepping in. It's just people are trying to keep this on the level of idealistic. Nigga, nobody don't want everyone to feel uncomfortable. Nobody don't want no despicable actions that's gonna raise this to a different level of violence. Because if it was on some okay, let's say if Charlie Kirk was black and he got popped by a white dude, which it wasn't like that. It was people will be sort of sensitive on that level, especially black community. They won't know like nobody spitting on visuals and stuff. Like what that got to do with stuff. And somebody brought this up too. They was looking at the fact that it was a white on white crime. Why is there black people coming in and trying to make it seem like, oh, Charlie Kirk did fuck Charlie Kirk? It's like it was a white on white crime. Keep it pushing. This could be a time of saying like, dang, y'all, these white people crazy. This could be a good time to say these white people crazy and keep it moving.
It's just that. That's just the issue, bro. It's just black people doing black people things sometimes, bro. Like trying to mock this just because they feel like it's hurting white people, bro. They feel like it hurt MAGA Republicans, and MAGA been winning so much. this is like the first major L. You know what I'm saying? They've been going through we don't want people getting deported. People getting deported. We want women and men sports. Ain't happening no more. Texas redistricting. Gavin Newsom. They all been taking L's for so long, bro. So when this Charlie Kirk shit happening, this is the only thing they have to cheer for, which is crazy.
It's just, man, it's getting.
But MAGA did it. Fuck out of here, Jimmy Kimmel.
He thought that was gonna fly, man. But
it's liberals celebrating it. So why would you assume MAGA did it? Jimmy Kimmel, dumbass. If you're happy it happened, why would you think we did it?
Cause like you got all these pretty good AI technology that's trying to push that narrative as if the little boy or the boy had on a MAGA shirt. Oh, the kid parents was Republican, so you know he had to be Republican too. I hate the fact that people are trying to make this so racial that trying to say like people like DL Hughley. Oh, did any people lose their job for George Floyd? But it was a lot of people that lost their job. There was a lot of people that lost their job dealing with the George Floyd incidents. Shoot, in Minneapolis, the police department lost over half of its 900 officers in the years of George Floyd's death, dropping to 600 sworn officers by 2025. Like, people lost their jobs over certain stuff that happened in this world. So don't get me on that. Oh, it's only happened on one side. It only happened on one time. No, bro.
Quick question.
Yeah.
If you my employee, and I say, I think my boss is weak. He cheated on his woman.
Mm-hmm.
He beat his kids. I'm saying this at a meeting.
Yeah.
Do you have the right to fire me for my speech?
Yes, I have the right to fire you because I'm the one who paying your bills, and I'm sure that when I was giving your hire packet, you saw all these guidelines and you accepted it. And I know you saw your job is at will. I know you saw that part, and you still wanted to get on my job.
So if you look at it like that, is it truly an attack on free speech, or are they just using this as a narrative tool?
They trying to look like, I feel like there's some people out here that's overreaching the freedom of speech. They trying to make it seem like once again that Trump in office and he's Republican, that he's an evil guy and he's just spooking everybody out. That's not what's going on. If you want to talk about spooked out, ask Mark Zuckerberg. He got a whole bunch of emails that showed that the Biden administration was censoring people about vaccinations on Facebook. That's a government overreach about freedom of speech. But people want to just sweep that over the rug, though. Like, nah, Joe didn't do that. Joe administration didn't do that. But I get it, though. Let's get to the next one, man. Did y'all know about, man, we had a heated conversation about Irene Zariska. You know, it was a heated conversation that we had. We talked about that, man, about that stabbing that happened on the train, man.
I was about to say, who the hell is Irene Zariska?
Yeah, lost me. I know it is now, though.
Yeah. That was her name. Arena. But
Free Palestine.
yeah, it caused everybody out. It was a lot of, matter of fact, controversy about that. You already know the baby from Charlotte, and he dropped the video of basically his version of what would happen if he was on the bus. I mean, on the train, and he would have saved her. I don't want to play it. Should I play it?
Nah.
I ain't gonna play it. Okay, if you ain't see the video, If you didn't, go check it out. But at the same time, it was a good video. It got over 1.4 million YouTube views in 1 week. But the controversy was that he was trying to paint. People were trying to say he trying to paint his self as a savior. He was trying to say put the tension on him as if he was clout chasing with this issue. Me, when I saw the video, I felt like it was just a good, visual for a music video about because it's a song called "Save Me," but he really don't talk about the stabbing. He was just talking about as him as a troubled person in life, like, and we had that conversation too about saving a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know how we had that conversation. Like some people can't be saved, some people can't. He spoke about it too. Like, man, I felt like it was a good one. But some people in this world will have a comments about it saying that, oh, he just clout chasing because it's for that white girl. I just want y'all comments about it, really.
Well, I feel like mine quick. I just feel like he trying to inspire people from Charlotte. If they see something going on, step in.
Facts. Cause that was like
Because
that was
it
the
happened
highlight
in the
part.
city he claimed he from. So I feel like he probably felt compelled to to say something. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that's just my take.
Um, there was a point in time in our history where slavery was legal, and then there were a group of people who felt like those slaves should be looked at as humans and slavery should be illegal. And so that eventually led to, a big argument between what's right and what's wrong, and it led to a war.
Hmm.
So fast forward to today, in y'all opinion, do y'all think that are y'all optimistic about this country being in a better place, or do you think it's gonna eventually get to a civil war? And should it go ahead and get started?
I, I don't think it'll be a civil war or a race war. I think uh, the race hustlers and the Democratic way, I think that way is just dying off. You getting their last kicks and screams before they die off. And I
Yeah.
think that's what's causing so much division, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a few. It's always gonna be the few
Yeah,
who not ready to get on this, all come together, train.
yeah,
But the Charlie Kirk death, I've been seeing a lot of videos of people like that look like us saying that they went down the rabbit hole to see what Charlie Kirk was saying because they were hearing so much bad about him. They wasn't
Hmm.
even sure who he was, and you talked so bad about him, you forced people to go look to see what he was saying, and then they realized I'm on the wrong side.
yeah.
Hmm.
I think that with the slavery thing, that was also like a political war as well, because there was a side that wanted slavery for like financial gain, and there was another side that said no, these are humans.
And the
Um,
Democrats was the
so
side that wanted, and the Republican was the side that didn't. But go ahead.
yeah, so it makes me look at it like, all right, well, in today's so we have Republicans and Democrats, and I keep taking it back to slavery because in order for that particular mindset to end, they had to go to war. So I'm just like, well, looking at it now, it's like in order for a certain mindset to end, based on history, you might have to go to war. And I was
Not
just asking y'all, do y'all think that that's a possible thing? Because I don't see how this ends. Like how do Democrats and Republicans, who are both Americans, get along?
You hold
I
these
just
news stations accountable
yeah.
for the things they say, the mindsets they giving people, the
Yeah,
Jimmy Kimmels, the ABC, the View,
yeah,
like
Hmm.
that's these people who don't like Trump. listen to them. And when they spread lies and divisions, telling families if your husband vote for Trump or your family member vote for Trump, don't talk to them at Thanksgiving. And you wonder how this guy got radicalized to take the shot. He turned
Crazy.
away from his family for real.
I'm,
Like,
I'm
go ahead.
I was just looking at the like, man. It's just, man, we can't have no civil war or no like that, bro. Because we still got to be an example for these young kids out here, bro. We can't go in no big war to have these kids looking like, dang, that's the only way we can solve our disagreement is by, shooting each other. So we can't go in that level.
I
We
mean,
can't we can't go in
We
that
know
level,
that.
man.
We know that they don't. They can't prove us wrongs with facts. So
Yeah,
they always gonna go to violence.
but it's just the
They
one.
believe fucking men can have babies, bro.
It's
well,
just the
it's
one
like,
thing we got to do though. We got to get rid of the dark web. We got to get rid of platforms like Discord where these sort of rooms or servers that some
Get,
of these kids
no,
are getting in.
get rid of Discord.
Well, I'm just saying we got to have some type of vision over these server rooms because some of these kids, like sort of like Roblox, these kids, like it's some predators on Roblox right now that are, you know, cultivating with young kids and they 30 years old and they trying to talk to a 14-year-old. It's all because of the platform they own. So we do got to have those sort of provisions that nowadays. Like with
um,
the Tyler Robinson thing, that was a kid that was led on some type of Discord server where somebody was goddamn enticing him to do that sort of incident. We
I
got to
don't,
have provisions.
I don't think that our government or damn any government in the world was prepared or is prepared to enforce the law on the internet.
Hmm.
It's just there's no way to really enforce the law on the internet. So that's why you have people saying the things that they say or doing the things that they do on the internet, which causes certain things in reality. In my opinion, I don't understand. Like, all right, because obviously the internet is influential. People put videos up to cause other people to think a certain way. So like, how do you combat that?
I don't believe you should take away nothing. I just believe you gotta hold the people that's supposed to be saying facts. When we go to our news, you gotta hold them accountable. You
Yeah,
can't just have CNN telling you BS. You can't have MSNBC telling you BS, Fox News. You can't have that.
yeah,
If you gotta go, but if anybody gotta be telling the truth, they should be held accountable. When all else fails, we should have an actual truth channel.
yeah. Hey, when we was growing up, do we have an example? Like, do we have an example of a truth teller? Like, what was the news telling the truth as we was growing up?
I
Shoot, it's
don't
supposed
know,
to be
but
CNN.
we thought it
Shit.
was. Thought it
Yeah,
was.
I thought CNN was the greatest for the longest, bruh.
But anything gets corrupted. That's what I'm saying. Like
Until they got, yeah.
once it's realized, oh, people believe what CNN say. You got people in place that are trying to trick people with that.
Hell
You got
yeah,
like Obama and them. That's just how they roll.
But
Let's
it
get
just,
people to lean to your side. It's all about power, bro.
yeah.
it just
Um,
also too, man, you do have to watch out for these dark web groups nowadays. And it's a big dark web group that ties to, Charlie Kirk incident, the the Antifa group.
I don't
Like
think they're
right
a dark. I
now,
don't
like,
think they're a dark web group.
well, I
need to
mean, it's
find
just the
out.
fact that it's like on like the deep state. Like nobody can't really pinpoint who's the head of the organization or who's in the
Obama.
organization.
So,
You know what I'm saying? We don't really know, but it's like this sort of group is recognized. We don't know who's the actual captain or who's the actual lieutenant. We don't know none of that, but we know that these sort of groups and protests that be like anti-fascism, they out here. They recruiting.
But it
And
could be Russia and China with the troll farms.
it could be. It could be.
Because like it just seemed like this would be a perfect time to put out some fake posts to get people arguing.
No, bro, this is our own people. This is liberals. This ain't no Russian or China. This
Yeah.
is liberals,
Well, this
bro.
is
Yeah,
alleged. Alleged. It could be
post the
alleged.
The
truth.
people in these streets are people who support trans ideology, uh, no capitalism, communism, socialism, Marxism. Man, these people, bro. Mondami, like in New York, people support him. These are our own people doing this shit.
Yeah. It's our own people that's doing that, man. So it's like
Our own people mocking Charlie Kirk down.
but how do you think okay, they keep people saying he got radicalized. How can you get radicalized so much that it will cause you to do a crime,
Cause
to
you
do
got
assassination?
you got a trans girlfriend and you got people telling you that Charlie Kirk is saying that that's wrong and Trump saying that that ideology is nuts and they feel like they losing their rights, and you got the left saying the trans under attack by the Trump administration and fascism. You just got people saying that, and he feel like it's true.
Because it's
People
getting
really
wild though.
believe Trump is a fascist because of Kamala Harris saying it, bro. Because of Joe Biden and their leaders saying that, bro. If Trump was saying, like how Trump say, Joe Biden was incompetent, and
Yeah.
his supporters believe it. When they say stuff about Trump, their supporters believe it, bro.
Hey, I
Yeah,
got a
man.
question.
He's a Nazi.
Do y'all feel like
Russia
the
gate.
do y'all feel like the Middle Eastern and Arabic Muslims that are mocking Christians and doing things against Christians, do you think that that puts a bad taste in your mouth or make you weary of American Muslims? Like when you have like a bunch of black Muslims in America, like does it make the religion look bad in America?
Yeah.
Because it looks like there's a something going on between Christians and Muslims.
It's going something going on with people who representation of their religion, bro. I ain't about to just say that it's one religion that got evil people. All these religions got fake prophets. All these people got all these religions got people that do not go by the word, but they present themselves as a very righteous person. Like we got pastors out here that will end up that or you got pastors around here that be messing with little kids. Point blank. We got pastors that been convicted of that. And it's like that's sort of the thing that's kind of like make people get away from religion because it's like at the end of the day, that's where evil at. Evil is gonna be in cloaked under gonna be cloaked in something good, something righteous. Evil always gonna make themselves look righteous. That's why a lot of people do bad.
So, do you think that based on what you've been seeing the past year or few months, do you think that's kind of pushing you to believe Christianity more? Do you think that these events that we've been seeing over the past few weeks, months, half a year is kind of making Christianity true?
Of course, bro. Of course. I mean, at the end of the day, it go back to the roots. Lucifer was an angel.
'Cause
So
I'm seeing a lot of people now try to say, not in a bad way, but saying, I'm Christian or I believe in Jesus. Like I'm starting to see a lot more people talk that way as opposed to how it was before.
it just it just that a lot of people are trying to talk. Oh, not even say trying, but people are talking that way because it's more like actions. I could say I'm Christian, but at the end of the day, what's going to tell you by the actions that I do? Because it's a lot of Christians out. I bet you some of these liberals say I'm Christian,
Yeah.
but you'll be out here and be like, but what Charlie Kirk said while he was alive doesn't make him a righteous man. It's like, come on, dude. If you went by the book by Christianity, it would tell you don't be shouting when the person dead.
Yeah.
Don't be doing that. Respect the unliving. Don't put yourself in a situation to contradict. That's why it was like, whoa, like when I saw that statement from Al Sharpton, he gave me a salute. Cause he know that Charlie Kirk would sit there and expose him on certain stuff. He knew that
It's
Charlie Kirk was on the other side. He was an
it,
opposition. But at the
it's
end of the day,
I
when
don't
that opposition die or something
yeah.
happened to him,
I
wash your
don't
hands.
I don't know the specific Bible verse, but it talks about it becoming a time where Christians would be dying or getting killed because of what they believe in. And it's already happening in certain countries in the world now, where it's like if you Christian, you getting your head chopped off.
That's what and that goes in history on when Christianity was around the Roman times. I guess that was like the history when Christianity meet the Roman Empire. That was around the time when people would ask you, who do you support or who do you follow? People would be like, Jesus. That could have been a sort of disrespect towards the land that you was at. A lot of Christians were getting bashed across the head because they felt like you was unloyal to the land. You wasn't with
I
Caesar.
I think by America allowing those Muslims to come in and be in government seats and
Mm,
run certain cities like New York City, for example, I think that creates the opening for that clash between Christians and Muslims to happen.
mm, could have, man. I mean, it could have, man. Religion is like it just kind of that's a tough take because you gotta realize how the conservative base is. Conservative base is most of the people that conservative they feel like the way they think has derived from religion. So it's kind of hard to pinpoint religion on that sort of state.
It's almost like we have to low key take democracy away because it's like, let's say, for example, let's just say, all right, yeah, it's America. It's okay for you to come over here and be who you want to be.
Hmm.
But it seems like some of those people who are exercising that right to be who they want to be is causing destruction.
Mm.
So it's
Hey,
like,
bro.
how do you fix that? Do you take certain rights away? You know what I mean?
You deport them.
Like,
That's
how do you make it America only type shit?
you deport them. If they from another country, you deport them. That's the next news right now. Since you gave me the segue, y'all remember
Who,
about
brother? Who?
Mahad Khalil? Y'all remember that Columbia University graduate?
Mm-mm.
He holds a green card, and they was putting his case under the immigration, and the immigration judge ordered the deportation of Mahad Khalil. He was a Palestinian activist at Columbia University, and he held a green card to either Algeria, where he's a citizen, or it was Sahir, one of them two. But it stems from allegations that he failed to disclose information on his green card application, including involvement with certain organizations. Khalil's legal team announced he has plans to appeal that decision, and the federal judge had issued a standing order blocking his removal from the U.S. until October 25 to allow for certain appeal process. This case has drawn a lot of attention about the pro-Palestine activism thing on the United States college campuses. That'll let you know right
Hey,
there.
I think that if it ain't about America or putting America first, then it shouldn't even. It's gonna sound wrong, but it damn near shouldn't even be allowed. Cause it seems like every
Mm.
time you try to include another group, be all inclusive or equality, that's when all the goddamn lines get blurred.
And then then you also got the fact that the U.S. will meddle in certain issues, trying to be the problem solver, and
Yeah.
then you got people that want to bring your attention to certain else problems. I want to be a protest in your city because your city allow freedom of speech. Like it'd be a whole. It's confusing though, because I'm not like at the end of the day, if you encourage freedom of speech, it's gonna be some foreign people out here feeling like what's going back at home is important to you as an
Yeah.
American.
Yeah.
You gonna get that, bro, because it's freedom of speech over here. But they know back at home they wouldn't be doing that.
You
They
know,
wouldn't be
back
doing
in
none of
Rigo
that.
land.
But let's get to the next one, then, man. This one was a crazy one, man. This one you got to go in the rabbit hole with this one. Um, y'all ain't heard of this singer named David, but
I just saw his name today. Like, wasn't there something about this? Didn't he like somebody said like one on his stream? They say he was like a pedophile or something.
yeah, we about to get into. I'm about to have this little brief description because this basically explains what happened, what deals with him.
I want to get you to an update here. Really bizarre story in Southern California. The body found in singer David's Tesla has been identified as a missing teen girl. Her remains were discovered in the trunk of that Tesla in a tow lot in Hollywood. We want to go out right now to Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez with the very latest in this investigation. Christina, what can you tell us tonight?
Well, we're in Lake Elsinore. That teenager, her name Celeste Rivas, she was 13 years old when she was last seen leaving this home back in April of 2024. Now, her family had no idea that her case could be connected to the Tesla until they get a call from TMZ last week. Now, keep in mind, right now, David, the artist, he is not considered a suspect. He's not considered a person of interest. We're told he is cooperating, but he canceled his tour date in Seattle, the next one. And people here are saying, what's going on? So let's show you.
No.
Few words from those arriving at the Lake Elsinore home where 15-year-old Celeste Rivas disappeared in April of 2024. Where her family has just found out that it is her partially dismembered body that was found in the trunk of a Tesla, registered to popular singer-songwriter David Anthony Burke, known by the stage name David. TMZ broke the girl's identification after speaking to her mother.
It was a very heart-wrenching conversation. She was very upset and said that all she knew is that, her daughter had been missing all of this time. She told us that she was aware that there was a boyfriend named David.
And that her daughter had a tattoo with the letters "sh" on her right index finger.
That the color of the ink of that tattoo was red, which was something that police had not released to the public.
The singer, who has been cooperating with police, had continued his tour after the body was discovered, but he just canceled his next date in Seattle.
But it just seemed odd to us that, gosh, your car, such a grisly discovery in your car, and that you're just out on tour, you would think that, you'd want to find out what happened here because this is just a very bizarre case.
Especially because one of his videos actually features a body being put in the trunk of a car.
It's just eerie considering what ended up happening in David's car.
I just hope that the truth comes forward.
Celeste's neighbors on the...
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That nigga did it. Cause,
Okay.
Why is he making the music video of putting a body in the car, and then the real story is this nigga got a body in his car? That nigga did it.
Man,
Yeah,
it's
bro.
crazy, bro. That's a weird one right there, bro. It's like, whoa, bro. And then also too, there's leaked videos of him on TikTok cleaning shoes.
Oh, that was the video? That was him?
Yes, he was cleaning like some Jordans, and that
Oh.
exact same Jordans was found on the 15-year-old body.
Oh yeah, he did it.
We don't know, man. We don't.
No,
It's alleged,
I
man.
know. I know. He did it. Go to make a GoFundMe, people that support that bullshit. But he did it. And
It's
he's going to
crazy,
jail.
man. It's crazy, man. It's like one of them things. It's like, yo, man, cause he a
Send
popular
his
artist
ass
though.
to jail.
Man, something need to,
Bro,
bro.
because you just mentioned the video. Like, I remember seeing the video of this guy cleaning the blood off his shoes and shit. And then in the last clip we just saw, in his music video, he was imitating putting a body in a trunk. And in reality, there's a fucking dismembered body in his trunk. Man, lock that nigga up.
That's what I'm saying. It's alleged, man. I don't want to be pointing fingers. They said he not a suspect. They said they ain't found.
Hey,
The girl was found in his
hey,
Tesla.
freedom of speech. Lock that nigga up.
Oh God, man. Oh God, bro. Cause it's kind of crazy, man. Cause I'm looking at the
Niggas
like.
is crazy right now, bro. Like it's
Yeah, he lost
yeah,
him.
yeah. But it's like it's
Fuck. Here go again, boy. They probably got thing
all
time to
right.
get off.
So like, all right. With all that's been going on, bro, like, does this make y'all think that are black people violent people?
Or
Yeah.
Like, because like, yeah, we have violence against our own people, and then we're seeing a bunch of cases where black people are getting caught committing crimes, and it's like, damn, like, how do how do you fix this?
I don't know what's going on today. My bad. I don't know what's going on today,
Man,
bro.
see how
It's been going haywire.
you're speaking too much truth.
Might be, man. I don't know, man. But say what you was saying, man.
Those
We'll get
damn
to the next.
Republicans. It just seemed like, man, it looked like it's to me, in my opinion, in the media is looking like black people are like very fucking violent. And I hate to say this, but it just looked like it, bro. Because I'm coming across a lot of videos of in public places, black people like fighting, like causing destruction in certain restaurants. Niggas skipping out on bills, like not paying the bills in the restaurant.
Technical difficulties. Is today, bro. This happened like 10 times already, bro. Man, I hope I can get through one more, man. One more, bro.
Episode done. Damn, episode done, boy. They said, get these niggas off that camera.
That shit fuck. There's a Wi-Fi issue.
Get that Ethernet cord, man. Ethernet cord. My shit hooked up to the Ethernet cord right now. Ready right now.
Jimmy
Hey,
ain't ready right now.
them niggas really won 30-0, bro.
30-0, bro.
Like I ain't never seen the Panthers win 30-0 before, man. Like what? Never. I've never seen that. Damn, Bryce having a PR day. Like most pass yards. That shit was fire, man. 30-0. I ain't never seen that before from Carolina. I was happy.
Can't wait, bro. Till next week.
I hope Xavier don't play again.
Aha!
Some dude just said that. Too much truth being said. They're not liking it. Yo, man, we about to. Yo,
Yeah,
man.
you sound good. Terrible, bro.
I think your mic off.
It ain't it, bro. I just had to reload this shit.
Damn.
Gone.
Oh, you back now. You back now. Finally
Yeah,
gone.
because it's just, I had to refresh this shit. Our mom got them Ethernet cord, but maybe, I don't know. Man, I'm about to just put up this last one, man. Erica Kirk speaking.
Oh, they definitely about to shut this one down.
Yeah, man. Erica Kirk was speaking. We had a Memorial Day.
Really, he wanted to save young men, just like the one who took his life. That young man. That young man. On the cross, our Savior said, "Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do." That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Dang.
No, not looking like this.
That was touching.
They said that shit sold out more than JFK and MLK funeral.
You said what?
They said it had more attendance than JFK.
I'm bad. Say that again, bro.
He said that it had more
They had
attendance
more
than
JFK and MLK funeral.
Hey, I ain't know Erica Kirk eyes was that color.
Yeah, she do got crazy looking eyes, bro.
Oh,
Man,
shit, fire.
it was a good memorial, man. You know what I'm saying, man? A lot of people. It was like a
Great eyes,
200.
bro.
It was like a 200,000 attended.
Eyes. Fire.
It was like a 200,000 attendance to that memorial. It was a good memorial, man. It's just like, regardless of black people, white people, it was just a group of people that was just showing how to mourn of a person civilized. It wasn't no protest. It wasn't
Honestly.
no disruptive activities. It was just people just showing support and just sending their condolences, man.
Honestly, like I think if the same thing happened to Candace Owens, it would have been the same turnout. So that's why I don't think that it's racial. It may not have been as many people as Charlie Kirk, but I think it still would have been something done for her. So that's
Oh
aimed
yeah, of
towards
course.
that's aimed towards the people who felt like just because it's a white guy, he's getting this attention. I feel like if
Nah,
it's
I'm
somebody
just
else.
looking at the
That's
behavior.
something you do gotta understand though. Like in this country, they are the majority, bro. So it's like you can't X these people out, Democrats, when you trying to win an election. You can't say these people are MAGA gang, Jimmy Kimmel. That's the majority of this country, dog. That's why you got fired once again.
I just look at the fact that, man, you can say everybody have their differences with how people dealt with death. I just look at this, and I look at the majority of different people that would support this movement. They went civilized. They didn't. It wasn't no destruction made. It was just lay somebody to rest, and that's it. And that's how it should be, bro. It shouldn't have been like it shouldn't. It shouldn't have been no people messing up cities and stuff. Some of these governors had to put some of these states under a state emergency. Like I remember that time. I remember somebody dying or somebody being unalive around this protest. That's why it was like this was the example that had to be shown that people can mourn for a person and be civilized. And I'm glad that happened. That's all I gotta say about it.
All right, bet. Can I get my final thought real quick, bro? It's burning me.
Can't wait.
Black people, if you feel like you gotta conduct yourself in an interview like Adrian Broner did,
Oh, God.
bruh, you don't need to be on TV, bruh. You don't need to be in nobody videos, nobody podcasts.
This guy.
Like, just hang it up, bruh. Like, I was highly disgusted with the way Adrian Broner.
My bad. I gotta talk to a producer about the internet, man.
Yeah, Adrian Broner was wrong, bro. Hey, man, don't go on no interview trying to holler at the co-host mid podcast, man. That shit was whack. That's my final thought.
It's me. Yeah.
God dang.
Sorry.
It's one of them days, man. It's one of them days.
Pretty sure next week will be a lot better.
Yo, man, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I got a
Fire the
shortage.
producer.
Final
Man,
thought.
it's live, man. You can't control live.
Final thought. Get closer to God.
Amen.
Take care of your family. And enjoy work tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Man. My final thought, man. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, man. Hey, man, this MAGA movement.
Damn.
The unalive of Charlie Kirk.
He was getting into it.
He was about to go in.
you just realize like certain people are civilized, bro. Some people don't have no outrage for. God dang it. Hey man, it's going down. But you just realize like certain people with this unalive, they're taking it as a loss, and they doing like the Panthers. They just focusing on winning 1 week. We just want to, people on MAGA, we focus on winning. We ain't gotta tear down no statues. We ain't gotta kick in no doors. We ain't gotta, have a pitch fire. We ain't gotta do none of that. We just focusing on winning. And they can't stop us. But that's what it means. The truth really really upsets most people. And they can't stop us. And that's what they had to do. That's what they had to do. The man was speaking truth with Christianity, and they didn't like that. And if you go in the rabbit hole with MLK, you will find some stuff too that you will be shocked.
Sidebar. So, are you saying Trump stand for truth really upsets most people?
Yes. Yes.
Damn, son, where'd you find that? Y'all got a Trump store out there?
Yo, what?
That's what it means. And you see what happened when a person that tells the truth, they silence you. They don't want you to speak no more. But Hey man, I'm sorry, people who was on here. Hey, you witnessed it, Cortland Amos. Hey, they trying to silence him, bro. Too much truth was being spoke on here, bro. I'm gonna have to.
All right, Dave.
Damn.
Can't keep giving the people this. Gotta go ahead and put them out their misery, man. First game podcast, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Technical difficulties when it's live. Check us next week, 9 o'clock, man. We're gonna be right back at you. We hope you enjoyed the show. It's technical difficulties. We'll get back to.
I'm sorry for y'all, bro. I'm sorry, man.
And that was the First Game Podcast.
Yeah, that's it, man. They trying to knock us off, man.
Your mic sound bad, bro.
I'm gonna call y'all tomorrow for a safe check to make sure I'm alright. Make sure y'all alright, bro. We getting surveillance or something, bro.
Your mic sound fucked up.
Let me get back to it, man. Hey man, they tapping us, man. I don't know what's going on, but I appreciate y'all corporation, and I appreciate it, man.
Maca.
You damn right. Hey, we'll see y'all next week before it frees up. All right.